Hey Queens, it's me, Desi, and my co-host, Kobe. And today we're coming to you from longnaturalhairgrowthsystem.com, and we're going to talk the 7 secrets to long natural hair growth. So I want to tell you guys a story about when I first went natural. It was actually back in 2008, and I was like one of the pioneers of the natural world. Unfortunately, I did not quite know what I was doing, and I actually didn't begin to learn the proper methods and techniques and even product choices until 2011. Like I said, 2008, there wasn't much on the market, and things didn't start to kind of pop up until 2009, 2010, because that's when it became popular. When I chopped my hair in 11th grade, my teacher thought I was crazy. My theater teacher, she was like, you okay, baby? She put me to the side. I was like, yeah, because I shaved it all off. My hair was nothing to hold on to. It's not like my hair was nice, like natural, body full, even healthy as it is now. It was not anything like this. So it wasn't like it should have surprised anybody that I cut it off. It was trash. And it was a limp, lifeless relaxer that was improperly applied in the first place. So it needed to go. But that was the key to me really taking control of myself, taking control of my lifestyle, my eating habits, my water intake, everything. So I'm going to get into the first thing. The first mistake that I made was that I co-washed all the time, and I used Tresemme, Pantene, but I co-washed all the time. I would co-wash in the shower. I used my Denman brush, and if I did use shampoo, it was the same brand of shampoo. I came to learn later that shampoo needs to go in your hair because it's designed to remove the buildup that happens from daily styling, from butters and just in the atmosphere, dirt and particles that are in the air. Those things collect and accumulate in your hair. And if you're not using a cleansing agent to remove them, then you are just like compacting it into your hair. So you have to cleanse regularly. Shampoo is for the scalp. Conditioner is for the lengths of the hair. If you use them that way, you won't experience clogged pores from conditioner on your scalp. Your hair should be able to absorb and retain moisture, and you'll be on your way to long, healthy hair. Number 2, stretching the hair is important. If you're able to wear your hair in a stretch style, you're in a better position for your hair to not break and for it to grow. So I used to feel like a little apprehensive or hesitant. Like I'm trying to figure out the word that I felt, but I didn't really like agree with that. I was like, well, of course, as long as you're stretching it. No, you stretch it so that it can retain the length, because if you don't stretch it, your curls are going to curl back on themselves. The coils are going to curl back on themselves and cause single strand knots and tangles and get matted, and those are things that actually cause breakage. You see what I'm saying? So keeping it stretched has it in such a position that it can't roll back on itself and break. So yes, it elongates it at the moment, but it also enables it to grow better because it's stretched and it can't come back on itself. So what I've been doing lately is I did my first braid out the other day, and this is the result of that. It's getting old. It's about that time for me to shampoo my hair again, because after I did my braid out, then I banded it. So that's why it looks a little straighter. And that's why I ended up putting it into a ponytail, because I liked my hair in the fresh braid out, but it just didn't stay that way because I banded it, and then it ended up being straighter and all the little body was out. So I was like, you know what, let me just do something else. So here we are, a little sleek chic little ponytail, but I stretched it, and that's how I wore it for like most of the week. And this is the most I've manipulated my hair since I've been natural, because I usually keep my hair in protective styles, which is number three. I actually grew my hair from a low cut in 2016, because I've done three big chops. The first one was in 2008, and I struggled with my hair till 2011, and that's when I met an amazing natural hairstylist who, established the foundation for me, and I got to apprentice with her actually and study under her. And I learned a lot about healthy hair care, identifying damage, addressing it, preventing it altogether. I learned a lot from her. But what I did from there to like 2014 was I struggled with my hair, tried to figure it out, because even though I learned the right things in there with her, my hair was so far gone that I couldn't really repair it and start from there to fix it. I just didn't know where to start with that. So I chopped it again in 2014. And in 2014, I kept it in mohawks as it started to grow in. It's like my top was growing a little faster, so then I just started shaving down the sides and stuff and just keeping it low. And I did that for like 2 years. And then I was like, bro, I want my freaking hair back. So the final chop came in 2016, and that was actually the result of something gone bad. It just was not a good idea. But I was like, man, this is it. So I cut it. Actually, that wasn't the result of it. That had happened a while ago, and I just shaved it. And I was like, you know what? That's when I made the commitment to myself that as soon as it's long enough for me to grip, I'm going to braid my hair up in box braids, Senegalese twists, whatever style I can get in. I'm going to leave it that way for 1.5 to 2 months. And then I'll turn around, take it out, shampoo my hair, blow it out, and then do it again. So I'll give myself a little credit. I'll say by that time, I at least knew how to properly shampoo my hair, how to apply my treatments. I used the Flex detangling brush to detangle my hair and stretch my hair, and I knew how to blow dry. So I'm going to give myself credit at that point. In 2016, because I had apprenticed with the natural hairstylist in 2014, when I started achieving longer lengths, I knew what to do with my hair. So I can say that. Now, my knowledge about the best products kind of came along as time progressed, but I always use the booster, the hair and scalp booster. But protective style. I wore braids the whole 4 years. I am just now getting into wearing my natural hair, and it comes down here. It got this long over the course of 4 years from me just leaving it alone. And now I'm trying to do step number 4, which is moisturize daily. That's where I'm headed now. I'm just trying to, apply moisture to my hair daily and regularly, just as I do with my daughter. I kind of slipped a bit when she was born because she had a full head of hair, but it was just a lot going on. And I don't know why I didn't think to moisturize her hair. I don't know. I mean, I was doing it, like I was brushing it, I would give her a little bath and brush it. But before I knew it, her whole back and sides had got rubbed out. And I was like, how? But it's because she was in a car seat a lot. And babies a lot of times have a loose anagen phase, which is their growth cycle. So it's still growing, but it's not like it's loose. So their hair can shed easily. So that's what happened. Her hair shed. So she have a lot of hair on the top of her head, but it's growing back in around the edges, and that's because of the booster. So daily hydration, I use water, and something that I did is the triple threat moisture spray that we have. It almost ran out, and I was like, here, that much left in the bottle, and I added purified water to it all the way to the top and shook it up. So now it's like a tonic spray, which is what I call it. But I use that, spray it on my hair, like spritz it lightly, and then I apply. I got one little thing right here. Hair silk. This is something I got from another like black-owned natural hair product. It actually is a pretty good butter. So I use this on myself, on her, and then after that, I'll go ahead and put a Shea Moisture or something like that on my hair. But if I don't use water first, then I will use either the leave-in moisture spray, or either the triple threat moisture spray or the leave-in hair and scalp treatment on my scalp and on my hair. Now that takes me into step number 5, which is oiling your scalp. So the way that I do that is, if I've already cleansed my hair and I'm like a week into a protective style, then what I'm going to do is apply the triple threat moisture spray because it's like an antiseptic and it's going to eat up whatever products was already on my hair or were already on my hair. And then I go behind it with the hair and scalp booster, which stimulates my scalp. Now, if it's like after a shampoo and I just shampooed, did my treatment, I've rinsed it all out and towel dried gently, then what I'm going to do is apply the leave-in hair and scalp treatment to my scalp and my hair, and then apply the booster to my scalp. But the benefit of that is that it stimulates hair growth. All of the products with the long natural hair growth system are lightweight and all natural. So they dissolve into the hair and scalp. They don't sit on your hair. They actually dissolve so that you need to apply it again the next day. It's not going to just sit on your hair. So that daily oiling of your scalp helps to stimulate the hair follicles and really promote growth. Now, step number 6 goes back to, it's kind of stretching again, but it's more so like detangling. It's more so that. And I would say in the process of detangling, you are stretching the hair to remove knots. But I say keep it that way. Plait it up, put it away, and keep it away. And that way you don't experience the breakage. And the last thing I would say is stimulate your scalp. So I know we kind of said that the products in step 5 stimulate your scalp, like the oils and stuff, but the actual brush, the Flex Detangling brush, has rounded tips on it, unlike a lot of the detangling brushes out there, and it's sturdy. Some of the brushes have the rounded tips, but they're not sturdy. So the Flex Detangling brush is sturdy enough for you to use as a massager on your scalp while you have the treatment in. You can just run it over your scalp while you have a conditioner in, and it'll feel so good and stimulate your follicles to promote growth. So what I would recap and say that you need to remember on a regular basis for keeping your hair moisturized and healthy and promoting growth and being able to achieve the long, thick, full, healthy hair you want is, number 1, cleanse it regularly. Always use a shampoo. Again, you can use the peppermint cleanse that we have, and you can also use the biotin. Either of those would be great for cleansing your scalp and also promoting growth because your scalp is clean and it can breathe, and then the other ingredients in it are good for hair growth. Secondly, keep your hair stretched as much as possible, whether it is a protective style with braids, hair added, or if it's just your hair, keep it stretched so that it does not, curl back on itself. You should never have your own natural hair like in its natural state to where it's shrunken down, because it's going to break. It's going to break. You should never be in a position where you say the shrinkage is real and then leave it like that. You need to stretch it. So if you need a tool like the Flex Detangling brush to help you detangle through, do that and then twist it or braid it, but stretch it or band it. Do whatever you got to do. But you need to take it out of that state because it can break that way and it can get dry that way. And it's just hard to maintain. You want to keep your hands out of your hair. So that takes me to number 3, protective style. Whether it's box braids, Senegalese twists with hair added, or you're just doing some mini twists or some mini box plaits. Do something to keep your hair tucked away and out of your way. Because that is how I went from big chop with nothing on my head, not even an inch of hair, to bra strap length. That is how I got there. Moisturize daily, whether you have a protective style in, i.e. extensions, or it's just your regular hair. Spritz it with water at the least, and then go ahead and put a cream on it. Or you can use the leave-in hair and scalp treatment as a daily moisturizer. Spray it on your hair and scalp, and then go behind it with the booster on your scalp, and then go behind that with your favorite butter, and then seal it with an oil. Just do what you got to do to keep your hair feeling and looking great. Not lastly, but number 5, go ahead and oil that scalp. Keep it lubricated, because those oils are going to run down your hair strand too. So when you're applying it to your scalp, make sure that you also distribute it through your whole hair strand, but through your whole lengths of your hair, because 4C, sometimes 3 hair has trouble moisturizing itself, getting the hair, the sebum, the natural sebums that occur on the scalp are created and produced by the scalp and the follicles, have trouble traveling down coily, kinky hair strands. So sometimes you have to apply that butter and that oil yourself, but it's okay. Do it. And in the process, stretch your hair, detangle it, get the knots out. And like I said, plait it, band it, rod it, whatever you got to do, stretch it and keep it that way for at least 2 weeks. Anywhere from 2 weeks to 2 months. That's how long I did it. And then stimulate your scalp with the brush, and your triple thread moisture spray can double, well, it triples. It is a detangling aid and a moisturizer. It is also a pre-poo agent and a hot oil treatment because of all of the moisturizing oils, and it's aloe vera in there, tea tree, rosemary. It's so many things in there that are good for your hair and good for promoting hair growth, that you can spray it on your scalp and spray it on your hair and just put a plastic cap on your head, or a Piedarma Naturals cap, and we have those as well with the long natural hair growth system. So apply that and let it sit. You can let it sit overnight. You can let it sit for 30 minutes, an hour, however long you can afford to with your routine. And then proceed to do whatever you were going to do, whether style it or actually shampoo it. But that triple thread moisture spray can be a pre-poo and a hot oil treatment. It can be a detangler and moisturizer, and it also is an antiseptic for your scalp when you're protective styling. So if you do these things regularly, and you make sure that you pay attention to the moisture levels in your hair and everything like that, you will see growth. You will see growth. And just stick with it. Be consistent and stick with it. All right, queens. So hopefully this was helpful for you. If you liked what you heard in this video, then you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button down below if you're watching us on YouTube. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. If you receive this in the email, make sure that you join the Healthy Hair Challenge. There's a link down below so that you could go ahead and get your long natural hair growth system starter kit, and you can go ahead and join and start your healthy hair journey today. We also have the 90-day challenge that you'll learn a little bit more about, that you can join, and you get guided support to help you along your journey. And I really recommend it for anyone who just went natural, or anyone who's been natural for a while and hasn't seen the growth that they want. You get personalized coaching for you. It's like a video call like this once a month for 3 months, and then there's support as well that you can get through email and inside of the private Facebook group. But we do a one-on-one consultation with me. But we will talk, and I will look at your hair, and you will show me, and we will do a twist out together if that's what you need help with. We will do a braid out together, and we'll figure out what's going wrong with the routine, and we'll make sure that you're using the products properly. But I'm here to help you every step of the way. So if that's something that's of interest to you, make sure you do that down below in this email. And if you're watching us on Facebook, make sure that you join the Boundless Crown course. It is a free challenge group, and just go on in, get acquainted. There are lots of topics there that are going to help you get started, and give you some foundation on what good products are, how to use them. Lots of great stuff in there. And on our YouTube channel, Facebook, inside of the Long Natural Hair Growth System, we're going to make sure that we give you everything you need, all the support, all the tools, all the knowledge to simplify your natural hair journey. So keep all this info in mind. Make sure you follow us, join the challenge, get started. And remember, be beautiful, be fierce, and be natural. And until next time, remember, every day above ground is a good day, so make it count. Kobe's over it. All right, y'all.